Kojima. Kojima Station here with words that kill, but no fiddles anywhere. No, we're gonna have some fun in the Father's sins and run our mouths and never die. We're live. Yay! Yay! Thank God. We're live.
No fiddles.
No fiddles.
Too bad. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Sean Eystone. I'm here with Jorge Mendoza.
Hola a todos, ¿cómo están?
Ludo Forsil, as you saw here, playing the guitar.
The guitars.
Guitars, but no fiddle. And as our special
Maybe
guest
next
here
week.
today, Jordan Amaro, who'll be talking about level design today. And in the corner, we have Jackie.
What's up, man?
Our gameplay expert, who will be here to continue trying to set some records that he tried to set yesterday.
He's pissed off today.
He's pissed off. He's in revengeance mode. He will have his vengeance.
I will have my vengeance.
Yes. All
I
right.
finally learned the meaning of this one.
Just to give some background, so yesterday he couldn't get the world
Yes.
record on the Japanese version of the show, but of course he will do it today. But he's pissed off.
So we'll get to that in a minute. We'll talk about gameplay in a minute. But first of all, what is he going to try and break? He's going to try and break some records, right? So we have here updated record totals that we've been going over every week, right? People who have the app know that we have these totals that can be looked at in the app. Right now, total mission play time is about 416 years. So everybody's been playing the game over and over. A lot of replay value there.
Thank you.
This is total.
This is for all platforms, all players all around the world. But yeah, in total we have an amazing, a lot of.
That's like more than the accumulated age of the guys from Rolling Stone.
That's impressive.
Just a little bit more, not too much.
All right, so a lot of cool stats here. Last week we tried to set the longest range headshot. Let's got, I think, 18th place at that point in time. But this week, what we're trying to do is set the longest range headshot with a tranquilizer round.
Okay.
And this is very hard. This is very hard.
This one.
Yes, that one right there. Because unlike the standard headshot, you cannot use a sniper rifle. So you don't have a tranquilizer sniper rifle in round zeros.
That makes it.
So
You have no idea where you're
It makes it really
Yeah.
difficult to
So,
aim, to do everything.
It's very difficult.
Jackie spent
Jackie
a week doing this.
has been rehearsing and consulting with the level design team, programmers, everybody saying, how can I get this?
How can I do this?
And
I hate my job.
He's
Oh
gonna
my
come
God.
up with a strategy. Is that right, Jackie?
Yeah. You're gonna get ready.
Okay, so Jackie's gonna get ready. It requires a little bit of setup. So he's gonna start playing the game now, and we'll be jumping back and forth to him, seeing how he's doing. So he's gonna start setting up the stage. In the meantime, we do have a few other
records.
things.
Just keep in mind, all these records you can pull them from the free app.
Free app.
Jordan, come on,
free
press the
sound.
buttons.
Jordan. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Free app. Well, anyway, just download the app, any smart device app, iOS, Android, whatever, and you can see all the stats, the world average. The fun part about this is comparing your average, your record to the world average, right? The whole point is to defeat those. Especially when you go to total crunching time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Several.
So there are a few crazy records on here, and I think one of the ones that we introduced last week was the two-wheel driving record. And I think last week it was at 5 hours, 15
I think it was at 5 hours, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, so someone has now broken that record, and
Congrats.
yeah, so we're gonna show you, and actually this person has sent in a video
Wow.
about his insane record-setting technique.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you that video right now and see how he managed to get this amazing record. And I think it's, it's over like a day. Where's that record?
Total. Damn. I lost it like a damn.
Lost like a damn fiddle. But I do think it's over like an entire day. So we'll take a look at that right now. Take a look at the video, please.
Yeah, let's look at for a day.
자, so.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Because we're already talking over.
Shadow Moses Island is a top secret.
He's the ninja.
Ninja. Okay, deja vu mission. He's holding people up. Okay, so this is kind of the technique we introduced last week, right? First step is to clear the stage, get everybody down so that they don't get in the way. And I think this guy, is from Las Vegas actually. Set this record here.
He's fast.
He's doing a little bit of editing in the video. He's using a truck, not a Jeep, which
Wow.
is interesting.
It must be harder.
Maybe easier to tip, not sure. But yeah, so he.
That's the way to do
okay,
it.
so this is,
This
we showed
is
this last
the-
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty standard.
And then
So
fast
he
forward
just does
15
this like 15 hours.
We have very
No,
honest
you
man here.
didn't.
So he
No, you didn't.
was very
You know, there I fixed
creative,
it.
yeah. So he, I don't know, does that count as cheating?
Oh, he gets creative points.
He does, yeah. It's points for creativity,
And
ingenuity.
also, he's honest. I mean, he
Yes.
kind of cheated, but he said, "This is the way I did it." Being honest, just a couple of supermarket bags. And that's all you
Transparency.
need.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. So now anyone can set this record. It's.
Yeah.
I think at this point in time, it's just how long can you actually leave your PlayStation on?
You just need a plastic
your
bag
Xbox,
and
whatever. Just tie it up, leave it there
Huge
for a few
rep
days.
points, huge respect for that guy for sending that video, for being honest, for sending all that. Whoever comes next, you're just imitating.
Yes. Okay, so next, we also have a section here. Kodakara-san had on the Japanese show some pointers to help people maybe get some of these rankings. Now, there are many ways to set records. There's also a lot of rewards that you get, right, for playing the game in certain ways. People may not realize this. Obviously, people who have played the game a lot do. But when you get a good ranking on a mission, you get S rank, then you unlock certain weapons that are available at the start of that mission next time you play. So, there are some rewards out there, and also there are rewards that tie into the Mother Base app as well. So you can see here there's some rewards that you get in the Ground Zeroes app for iOS and Android for unlocking these achievements, for setting these records.
We are not going to spoil everything. As you can see, there are several question marks there. We want you to go ahead and discover all that, but just a couple of hints, a couple of motivations, I guess.
Yeah. So when you do this, these guys, these characters or these rewards will be unlocked in Mother Base in the app. So you can see longest range headshot over 300 meters and clear the mission. You get Metal Gear Rex, which is pretty cool. Longest range headshot Trank over 70 meters and clear the mission. You get Metal Gear Ray, which again is pretty cool. And today we're going to shatter that requirement.
70 meters.
70
yeah,
meters.
Yeah.
That's pretty conservative. I think the current record is about 301 meters. So we're going to try and see if we can best that.
Yeah, just to make things clear, you can get Metal Gear Rex, Metal Gear Ray for your Mother Base. They're not actually activated in Ground Zeroes. So far, it's only for Mother Base, but honestly, how awesome, you have Metal Rex and Ray in your Mother Base. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you can get characters as well. So you can see there Naked Snake and the boss as well, right? So if you clear Ground Zeroes mission hard with S rank, you can unlock the boss. And it's like back in the Peace Walker days, people who haven't downloaded the app and don't know, you're managing Mother Base, you have these characters that have different stats, and of course, these are very good characters to get. So you definitely want to hook it up, play the game, and hook up to the app, sync with the app, and unlock these features.
I will have people on Twitch asking, how do you even blow someone up that far? Watch last episode.
Yeah, last episode we had some tips.
Kojima
how to do
Station,
it.
episode 3, it's in the archives, it's in YouTube. We gave some tips to make someone blow that far. Actually, needless to say, the most interesting ones are these ones, the question marks. It's awesome stuff hidden in there. So go ahead. I don't know, have people been killing rodents, rats?
Rats, yeah, killing
Crows,
rats,
you know,
crows.
you got awarded for that.
Yeah,
It's something good that you get.
you can be the exterminator. There were the rats. Clear the rats out of Camp Omega. All right. So those are challenges that you can try and set these records. And in addition, we have some tips here now for how to just do well in the game in general. And is Shinkawa-san here? Okay, actually, we're gonna postpone that because Shinkawa-san is here. As we promised.
The one
Right, so
and only.
one and only Yoji Shinkawa.
Welcome.
So,
Shinkawa-san, welcome. So, as we announced previously, Shinkawa-san is here to judge the art competition that we've been having for the past 2 weeks
Check
on
out the-
artstudio.metalgearsolid.com.
Awesome jacket, by the way.
Awesome jacket here,
Check it out.
and Dogs by Puma.
Oh yeah.
So he's here today to help us judge the entrance and choose a winner. So, Shinkawa-san.
よろしくお願いしま
お願いします
す。
よろしくお願いします。
どうですか？
また新しいの入ってたんだけど。
So, well, we had some last-minute entries. Shinkawa-san judged them all.
And remember, the theme this time was Big Boss, so we're going to take a look and see what we got.
重いね。
The page does take a while to load, so we're going to need to scroll here. By the way, if anyone has questions for Shinkawa-san, feel free to send it in. We are live right
Probably
now.
on YouTube or Twitch, which is what we're watching here on the screen now.
Yes, we have YouTube and Twitch right here, so feel free to send it in.
なんかすごいセクシーだって言われてますよ。セクシーマン。
今走ってた。
Sexy man.
Sexy man Shinko.
He came running
それ
over
ちょ
here.
っと
Okay, here we go. So we have it on our
ちょっと
other
戻
screen
って
here.
その左の
The
下
one
の
on the
今
left,
画
down.
面にかぶっちゃってる。
That one.
それがいいな。
He likes a lot that
Ah,
one.
okay.
From Big Boss Les Infancy.
Les enfants terribles.
Oh yeah, there we go.
We have
That's the
actual
first time I've ever heard that
the
perfect.
first time I've heard the French pronunciation of that. Say
One
that
more
again.
time.
Jordan.
Big Boss, les enfants terribles.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
This is from someone from Latin America. It's
So this is the winner. Winner number one.
Yes.
Okay.
winner number
First
one.
winner.
Congratulations. You got a jacket. 名前とか表示してもらっていいですか？ちょっと名前言ってあげたいけど。確か
We're gonna
マ
get
ウス
the
を
gift.
の上に置くと。
Yes, we have a gift here. Can you grab that?
Oh.
Just remind people what they get.
So we're trying to
But I got
check out the name.
This one lucky person, lucky talented person, will be
This
getting.
straight from
Right from
Kojima
boot camp.
Productions.
in
Yeah.
Yasu.
handpicked by Yoji Shinkawa. You can brag. I don't know what way I brag more about getting the jacket or getting picked by your art picked by Yoji Shinkawa. That
これに関して何かコメント。
いや全キャラ描いてくれててすごい。で絵も結構うまいですよね。でずっと悩んでたんですけど、さっき見てて、かっこいいなと思って、それで選びました。
So, just to translate what Shinkawa-san said, it is amazing that this guy took the time to draw all the characters. I hope it's a guy. Took the time to draw all the characters, great detail, a great style under. He had been having a hard time deciding, which one to pick, but this one has a very good style, and it was just like, yeah, this one shall get the jacket.
All right, so that's winner number one. Very
Winner
cool.
number one.
名前
Do we have his name?
名前とか表示できないですかね。上の方に出てる。
We're just trying to locate the name of
Yeah.
whoever made this
Well,
stunning piece of work.
Hopefully he's watching this, and regardless, I mean, we have your details to even be participating. We need an entry from Twitter or Facebook, so we'll get in contact and you'll get your jacket. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Winner number one. As we announced last week, we're actually going to choose 2 winners today. So Shinkawa-san has also picked one more that we're going to announce here. And I think if we go back to the previous page here, and I think scroll down.
This all the way down, man.
結構下の方にあったんですね。
結構かなり下。これずーっと下の方です。
Pretty one of the earlier entries, so it's
Okay.
pretty low on the page. I'll just keep on scrolling down.
There's
but,
many.
But as you can see, there are a lot of entries here.
Thanks
A
everyone
lot
for
of cool
participating.
entries. Wow.
I'll pick later on the stickers.
すごい多いよね。
We have a lot.
We've got a lot of entries.
見るの大変。
So as the guys participating could tell, Shinkawa-san was telling me there's a lot of entries. It took him a bit more time than he had scheduled to take that. これクリスと僕も書いたんですよ。So Chris, right now he's in LA, and myself, we promised that we would draw an art, but somehow Sean didn't. Whatever. Well,
You know what?
It's not- Are we waiting for it to load?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what?
It's
we
taking
do have
too long to load, so we'll just
we
show
do
it
have
here.
a printout actually here, and the guy's name as well. So this is title is Hey Morpho by
Bresciano.
Fernando
Bresciano.
Bresciano. Okay, so
I like that one.
we're gonna.
If we could get that on the full screen, yeah.
You can check it. Metal
sweet.
Gear.
So if you go to Metal Gear Art Studios on MetalGearSolid.com, you can see this on there.
Nice
So
composition.
Shinkawa-san, did you have any comments on this piece?
これは何かと思う？
なかなか描こうと思う絵じゃない。
It's a drawing that it doesn't come to your mind when you start drawing. So
構図的にこう下からこう煽ってでキャラクターを描いてでヘリも入れてっていうのはなかなかその難しくて絵にしにくいしテクニックも結構いると思いますね。
the structure of this drawing itself, having it drawing from down to up, showing a helicopter, also the character requires a lot of technique. It's quite difficult to do it, so it's not the first thing you would think to draw. I'm really impressed by this one.
それでかっこいいなと思って選びまし
Honestly, I thought it was cool, so this was one of my picks.
The second winner.
Second winner,
second winner.
congratulations. This person as
winner.
well
You also
gets
get-
the jacket. Metal Gear Solid.
Another jacket.
For free!
Right. We'll be
Okay.
picking a couple of photos just to send you stickers.
Now,
Hope you
I
want
think
them.
we have comments here. Mad respect for such a great artist. Yeah, everybody. So we also had some questions that came in earlier from Facebook. For you. Facebook から
What question?
So we have some questions here that came in ahead of time for Shinkawa-san. So first of all, this is Jr. DeJesus on DeJesus on Twitter asks, what does Shinkawa think when meeting cosplayers of his character designs? コスプレイヤーと会うときに、まあそのシンカワさんの作ったキャラのコスプレイがいてどういう気持ち？
どういう気持ちになるかなんか不思議な気持ちにはなりますけど、
It's kind of a strange feeling when I meet people cosplaying with the characters I have created.
特にその海外の人ってなんだろう体も大きいし、で描いてるキャラも結局まあ日本人じゃない、そのキャラクターばっかり描いてるんでぴったりハマってる人を見ると、本当なんか不思議な感じがして楽しいですね。
So special people outside Japan are body-wise are bigger than the average Japanese person. I always, when I draw, in the end, in my mind, I have the body structure of the Japanese person. So that's kind of what I have in mind when I create my characters. And then going overseas, going outside Japan, seeing all these people that have this cosplay of my characters and fits them perfectly, it's a very, very strange feeling.
And we do have some very awesome cosplay as well. So this actually is from a cosplayer who was at the French launch event in Paris.
Okay.
And he created this awesome ninja. And I think Shinkawa-san, これ壊れたんですね。It broke in shipment, unfortunately. I think the head.
頭見てもらうともう完全に粉々に
Yeah,
砕
so
い
if
て
you look at actually the head,
Completely broken.
it kind of cracked. And actually Shinkawa-san repaired this, right?
こうパズルみたいな。
So the head completely broke apart, and Shinkawa-san had to put this thing back together.
He said it was kind of a puzzle to make it.
It's like a jigsaw puzzle, but yeah, very high quality stuff. And I think, like what Shinkawa-san was saying earlier, is that a lot of the characters in Metal Gear are not Japanese, so having people from outside Japan cosplay is a different feel than having Japanese cosplayers in these characters. So it really matches the character. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have some other questions as well. And be sure to send in your questions live. We'll read them as well. Keep them coming in the meantime.
Twitch is the channel is Konami573CH.
Also, you can check us out on YouTube at Konami. Just search for Kojima Station, and it's on the Konami.
Go to the Kojima Productions
Goes,
official page, English,
573
and then
channel.
it will be easier then.
Yeah. All right, so next. Okay, so people may know that in Ground Zeroes, there's a mission where you rescue Mr. Kojima, right?
おspoilers!
There's a mission. There's a mission where you rescue Mr. Kojima. I think that's pretty well known by now. So, Lightning Bolt Action asks, would Shinkawa be willing to appear in a Rescue Yoji mission?
Don't need to translate.
やることになったらやりたいと思いますか？
いや痛くないね。
I don't want to do it at all. Why would I?
No way.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You could potentially die.
Yeah.
So no rescue Yoji mission. He has his the studio, so if he says no, probably it won't be.
So
Never say
not,
never.
Probably not.
Never say never, though.
All right, so let's see. Do we have any
I think
questions
that
here
one,
coming
we
in?
had
live?
one interesting question on YouTube. Sorry, I just already lost the user. なんかですね、メカのデザインってどっからインスピレーションを得てるのかっていう質問があって。We had a question in YouTube. I just read it. Says Shinkawa-san, where do you get your inspiration? Ah, there you go. It's Crimson Draymond. Shinkawa-san, who are your inspirations for your mecha design?
メカ
インスピレーションは誰ですかと。そのメカでしょ。
誰からインスピレーションを受けてるかってこと？
もともとメカを描こうと思ったインスピレーションは。
日本のまあそのアニメーションとか漫画ってそのロボットを使った作品って結構多いんですね。まあ昔から言うとマジンガー Z とか古いそのアニメずっと見てましたし、それでまあロボットっていうのもともと好きだったっていうのがありますね。だから全てのその日本のアニメーションのロボットアニメとか、漫画からインスピレーションを受けていると思ってます。
So to draw mechas, says my inspiration wasn't anyone in particular. Growing up in Japan, there's a lot of animation, comics, mangas that have all these robot designs in them. So for me, it was kind of standard, you know. If I was to name one, maybe Messenger Z. That was one. So for me, it was kind of natural to get to like robots and all that, and getting into mech design. It was kind of natural living in Japan, growing up here.
あとは模型を作ってたんですけど、子供の頃からずっとこのプラモデルっていう模型を作ってて、で SF3D っていう作品があったんですよ昔。で今もそのまま名前は変わって続いてるんですけど、横山光先生っていう方の作品で、それがその立体としてすごくよくできてるというか楽しい形をしてて、その立体っていうのもどういうふうにデザインされてるかっていうと、なんだろう、それは模型に特化してるので、触って楽しいとか、そうやって絵だけじゃなくてその立体作品としてすごく見栄えがいいデザインをしてる。すごくそれが楽しかったので、僕も模型を作るようになって、でデザイン自体も模型を作りながらとかスケッチをこう行き来したりして、ロボットのデザインを作ってます。
SF3D 横山光。So he was saying that also part of the inspiration ever since he was a child, he used to make these plastic models. In Japan, it's quite usual. I think all over the world you have them by now. Robots that you just put them together, build them up, add some painting, whatnot. And in there was a series specifically that he liked a lot, SF3D. Now the name has changed of that series, but it's still ongoing. Of models, the modeler's name is Ko Yokoyama. He was a great inspiration because his robots, when you see his models, they're not only it's something that you just not see, you not only see in drawing, but it's one when you create them, touch them, move them around. They look awesome, they look cool, and it's supposed to be 3D from the very beginning. It's supposed to be something that you create and touch. So I like that. I got myself into modeling as well, and with that as inspiration, I also when I'm creating a game, I go from the sketches, make the model, go into the game, and go back and forth. So because as this guy's designs, I want to have something that is meaningful when you make it 3D.
Gotcha.
So another question we have is from 23, who asks, which do you enjoy drawing more, robots or people?
ロボットか人間か人かどっちの方が楽しいですか？描いてる時。
そうですね。どっちが描いてるとどっちか描きたくなるし。
なるほど。It's a tough question because when I'm writing either, I want to to draw the other one. In other words, when I'm writing a mech, I want to write people. When I'm writing people, I want to write mechs, draw mechs.
どっちが好きっていうのはないですね。どっちも好きですね。
So it's kind of tough. I guess I can only say I really like both.
Cool.
We have another question from Kanto Wanderer, who says, what do you think of your art on Police Knots? I love the art style, but looking back on it, what do you think about your earlier work on those games?
Sorry.
So, ポリスノッツに関してなんですけど、昔の作品なんですけど、今振り返ってみればどう思われますか？昔の。
僕がそのコナミに入社した時にはもうポリスノーツほとんど完成してたんですよ。 でポリスノーツのバグチェックとちょっとメカ部分の作画の書き足しとか直しをしたぐらいなんですね。
So for Police Notes, he says when I entered Konami, Police Notes was almost complete as a work. I did mainly a little bit of bug testing as well as just complementary designs to the mechs there. Didn't take too much part into. It was pretty much done when I first joined Konami.
だから一番最初にゲームとして関わった作品ではあるんですけど、ほとんど最後のお手伝いだけだったので、今振り返ってみるとまあ懐かしいなっていうのと、スタッフもすごく少なかったですから、でムービーも監督が全部自分で編集してたし、その編集する前の素材を僕が作ってで渡したりとか、すごいその手作り感が今で思うと高かったかなと思います。
So again, it is indeed the first game that I was in touch with the development when I joined Konami, but it was almost complete by the time I joined. Still, it brings me a lot of nostalgia. The feeling of both. We were very few in the team, very few team members. Hideo Kojima, he did all the movies. He assembled themselves. He edited them himself. He used to put all the assets together so he could just get down and edit all the movies. So it had that handcrafted feeling, that game, and it brings me a lot of nostalgia in that regard.
I think you're saying that, compared to the size of the teams now, there's like 200 something people on the team. Back then it was
20人とかそうだ。
20. 20 versus 200.
Around 20 people working Police Notes compared to roughly 200 right now we have working on other projects.
Very cool.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I think we picked questions from Facebook, from YouTube, from Twitch. Hopefully everyone is happy there.
There's many questions.
A lot of people complaining on Twitch, but we have picked. Well, the last question was from Twitch, also on YouTube. So anything else?
Yeah. Oh, not.
Well,
Thank you,
everyone,
Shinkawa-san, for
thank
dropping
you,
by.
Shinkawa-san. Thank you for picking. ありがとうございました。
ありがとう。
All right, so moving on.
Moving on. I think we're.
Oh, how's Jackie doing?
Jackie,
Jackie,
yeah.
how's it
How are
We
you
going?
move
doing,
on. We
Jackie?
know we need a
So
translation.
Jackie has been setting up. Oh, he's ready. He is ready.
Okay.
Okay, so what have you done?
I lined up two targets over the bridge.
Over the bridge.
Yeah, over the bridge. There are two guys over there. And when Snake is holding a gun, there will be like handshaking. That's why, in order to minimize the shaking, I changed the stance to crawl.
Right. So basically, you lined up some targets way out. You can see the marker way off in the distance somewhere. So there's some guys out there, and so you're lying down because that reduces the shakes, stabilize yourself, and you've lined up. Okay.
And
So-
as the bullet will drop,
Yeah, there's quite a bit of bullet drop.
Right.
Vertical.
So this, how many meters is this roughly?
roughly 300 meters.
Roughly 300 meters. So there's a good amount of bullet drop there. So you're aiming way above the target.
So you
And
might
you just
even
have to hope that this drops in the right spot and
Yeah.
hits them in the head, right?
Yeah, let's see if we are lucky enough to get a
Okay.
headshot.
So what do you do now? You just start firing?
Yeah, just fine.
Okay.
go ahead, fire away.
Okay. Let's go.
Yep. Well, not yet.
Comes Miller.
Oh, you knocked one of them out.
Oh no.
We'll get to Miller later, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're running out
A
of
little bit of
ammo.
explanation of what Jackie's doing again, Sean.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Let's look here.
Yeah.
Binoculars. See what we do. Oh.
He placed him on the bridge.
Okay. So you place them on the bridge. You can see this is the eye and the finger.
Yeah.
Here. You set them up on the bridge. And so you line them up. I guess so, Jackie. You line them up close to each other, right? So
Yeah,
you can try
close
to
to
get
each
a
other.
headshot.
Make sure the heads are staying next to each other.
And is there a reason why you're just rapid firing the tranquilizer on them?
Actually, it's pretty difficult to get to that far. But I'll collect ammos and do it again.
Okay.
Hey, why you took the mask off?
Can't play with one eye.
I'll play the game with you.
Okay, we'll get back to.
Okay, so we're gonna go get some more ammo and try again. But yeah, the technique basically is clear the stage, set these guys up in the distance, then just aim at them and hope for the best. So we'll try again.
Yep.
Again, we're going for the world record here. We'll see if we can get it. He tried yesterday on the Japanese show, didn't quite get it, unfortunately. Ran out of time, so we'll see if we can get it
Getting
today.
the world record ain't easy. Jackie has been preparing for a week. I can assure he's the best player that we have here. He has been playing the game for more than anyone else. Because, well, he played it before it was released.
The world records, you know, the total number of playtime, probably half of that was Jackie.
Yeah. Probably around 200 years.
200 years, roughly.
That's a lot of
It
playing.
is, yeah. All right, so
moving on.
while Jackie is working on that, we're going to give you some tips, general game tips.
Oh, yeah.
For our gameplay corner, we're going to call it S rank or die. Yes.
Oh,
All right, so
there we go.
so we're going to give you some tips here. You know, there are many ways to get S rank, and I think you know, some people maybe don't realize, you know, how you can get S rank. They think maybe you just have to run through as quickly as you can, but there are many different factors, and you know, depending on how many people you kill, how quickly you get through the mission, a lot of things affect whether or not you get S rank. So we're going to give you a few pointers today on what you can do. Of course, you know, the basic techniques are no kill, no alert. Everybody knows that.
That's
So
very
we're going to
safe.
show you some videos here, and I think the first one we have is looking at tranquilizers. Okay, so we have a tranquilizer video. We're going to show you how you can use tranquilizers to help you attain this S rank. I mean, this is basic stuff, right? So let's take a look at the video. So again, no kill, no alert. Let's try and do it with the tranquilizer.
That's tranquilizer gun in Japanese, I guess.
That's a hard one to reach.
Okay,
Right?
there we go.
I've done that.
So headshots,
that I can
put them
do
out
as
really
well.
quick. So this is the basic technique, and I think, you know, tranquilizer rounds have been around since Metal Gear Solid 2, and people have, I think, you know, veterans to the series more or less have this technique down. Of course, you can do fancy things like this, like grabbing a guy while shooting someone else.
I like that.
CQC as well.
This is kind of the awesome part, also the true part of Metal Gear, I think, you know, because using tranquilizer gun, no one even knows they're
Now
ever
here's something that's kind of useful. People may not notice is that you can use the tranquilizer to distract people.
Oh.
Now see,
Okay.
the thing is the tranquilizer is silenced, so it doesn't make noise, but when it hits a wall, when the round hits a wall, it'll distract people, so they turn towards the noise. Similar to the magazine, right? Where you can throw
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
but tranquilizer rounds have much longer range, and you can shoot them off in the distance and distract people. So that's kind of an you know, an unconventional way to use the tranquilizer round. Of course,
Get some more.
get more ammo. And you know, one thing you may notice too is that, you know, tranquilizer rounds will be blue. So
Yes.
that's how to differentiate between lethal and non-lethal. So blue is non-lethal, red is lethal. I think Metal Gear has been using that standard for quite a while.
Yeah.
So that's the basics, right? So no kill, no alert.
I think-
Tranquilizers very
By the
useful
way, I
for
think
that.
on YouTube, the guy that sent the video of the two-wheel drive was, was coming. Did they show my video yet?
Yeah, oh my God.
What the? Psycho killer.
Oh,
Psycho killer.
people may remember Max Preston from last episode. He's lurking around here.
Jesus Christ.
He's sabotaging our show. Hello, Max.
Good morning.
Good morning, Max.
So I
Take
just
a
wanted to
mic.
say,
Put on the mic.
Max has a
morning.
message.
I just wanted to say, whoever did the Mag Flex speedrun, you're awesome.
Yeah, someone
so-
Did it.
someone did a magazine only.
So someone took Max up on his challenge last week, right?
Oh yeah, they sent it. I
Mag
saw that. I saw that. That was pretty.
Someone did a
impressive.
speed run with only magazines,
Magazine knockouts.
magazine
Well,
knockouts.
We'll
version.
show it on. We'll try to edit it and show it
Try,
maybe on a
we'll
future
see if
show.
we can get it on a future show.
Right.
CGI guy is
So
back.
thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
CC.
That was Max Preston, everyone. Now go back to programming. How slave you are.
Bring me some coffee.
Now go back to programming.
All right. Lunchtime. All right.
It is lunchtime.
It is, but we have croissants here from
Whenever it
thanks to
Wanna switch?
Jordan here.
Oh, wanna switch back?
So
Jackie's ready.
Jackie, have you set up your
Okay,
next
one more
round?
time.
Okay,
All right.
we're gonna try and
So
set the
again,
record
let's
here.
see. Jackie tried it.
He won't give up.
You just won't give.
Giving up is not in his dictionary, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so he's lined up again.
Same
He's
position.
He's made of
I guess.
revenge.
Slowly raise the reticule. Is there a... How do you know how high you have to raise it?
I don't.
Practice.
A lot of practice.
We're talking about
Yeah.
practice here. The guy's been spending over hours, just playing the game. People do it for free out there. People pay money to do it. He doesn't. He gets paid to do that.
Yeah.
Where is it? Yeah.
Alright, so you're lined up.
It's pretty hard.
Just adding some pressure, Jack. Let's see
So
some
do you-
comments.
okay.
Oh Jesus Christ, Sean Fiddlestone. Max Fiddlestone.
And you like a damn fiddle.
I think this fiddle thing is going.
Okay, are we gonna fire?
Are we
ready?
Jackie?
I don't think so. Where is
No.
it?
You don't think so?
Okay, not yet, not yet. Okay. Well, we'll jump back in a bit then. All right. So are you gonna get ready in the next couple minutes?
I think it's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay. All right. It's very precise.
All right.
technique
Okay.
here. Okay. So you
I think
accounted
he's
for the
like
drop,
lined
the
up
drop.
with the
Let's
tree
do
in
this.
the far distance.
Come on! Come on!
Do it! Do it!
Give me a headshot.
Good job. Do it!
Hard, baby.
And at this point, it really is luck. Right? You can't see the target,
People say steady the shot.
and your shot, and
What?
Steady it.
Miller! Shut up, Miller!
We'll get back to you, Miller.
yes.
No.
Jackie! I just want to say I love Jackie because before starting the show, he was just like, "Hey, Jackie, are you ready?"
I gotta clear the machine and
Yeah, you need to clear the mission. Don't die now!
Before starting the show, I asked Jackie, "Are you ready?" It's just like, no. I said, Jackie, good luck. It's just like I don't like relying on luck. Just like, but you just told me that you had to rely on luck. I hate it. Yes, I hate it. So congratulations.
Right.
Well,
It's not the world record, was it?
I think
It was-
it's probably
It's like
second.
a meter off.
It's
the world
like half a meter off or
record we
something.
have it
Half world record
here
was.
is what? Oh, sorry.
Here's on this one.
Your longest range.
301
meters.
point
Oh.
10. So he's a little short. I think we got 300.6
300.6
something. Yeah. So close. Close. Oh, can we
there-
take a look
there-
at Jackie's screen?
Ah, すみません、スクリーン。
Look at
お願いし
Jackie's
ます
screen right now.
ジャッキーのスクリーン。
So there it is. There it is.
300.
300.618.
Almost.
We'll get it.
So what
We'll get
what
it.
do we get there?
No,
Okay.
that's good.
All right. So probably second place. I would guess. Maybe.
I want
We'll
to
see.
guess, man.
We'll see.
Only 1 meter off, but we'll get it.
Pretty damn
do that.
well
We'll see
done.
once
though.
he clears the stage. We'll see where we end up.
Yeah.
But still impressive nonetheless. All right.
Big
So-
hooray for Jackie on
Alright.
internet. I want all the guys stopping the fiddles and congratulating Jackie.
Party time.
Party
Yes.
time. Excellent.
And it's Friday.
Oh, Jackie, a lot of people
1
are
euro.
giving you huge reps and
Round of bananas for everyone. All right, cool. So while Jackie's making it to the end of the stage, we'll move on to the next technique here. Again, this is ways to get S rank. Just techniques. I guess you can say we say S rank or die, but maybe it's also kind of like a S rank for dummies. So if you can't get good scores on everything, prioritize what you can get scores on and just try to do
yeah.
it. So for example, next thing up, we're going to show you how to use reflex mode. Okay, so as you know, of course, there are bonuses for not triggering reflex mode. And if you switch reflex mode off, you do get bonuses for that, which also affects your total score, which could get you a better rank. But there are also good ways to use reflex mode as well within the game to get S rank. So we'll take a look at that right now. じゃあ次のゲームプレイ映像お願いします。
Reflex.
Reflex mode.
how
in
to use the
Japanese.
reflex mode to your advantage.
Hey,
Okay, so
dude.
here's the basics, reflex
Hey,
mode.
dude.
You get spotted, you have an instant to react, and eliminate the threat. So that means you knock the guy out before.
I've
you
seen
trigger
that
the-
before.
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
Now here, this is a way to intentionally use reflex mode. So when you're up against multiple targets, you
3.
intentionally trigger it, take them all out. So
4.
you can take out 4 targets in
Booyah.
one reflex. So if you're going for speed runs, this is a very useful technique.
Yeah.
You can take guys out really quickly.
Yeah.
Right. Here's another one here.
Just reach down.
Speed reflex. If you're out of
Down,
range,
baby.
do the dive, and you can knock the guy down. Right. So
Nice.
even if you're not
Kick
close,
him in the groin.
you're not close enough for CQC, you can still do something.
Head dive to the groin.
And here's a kind of a maniac technique, a way to get no kill when you have no tranquilizers, right? So you triggered reflex. We're gonna shoot just to slow the guy down. Now you have to kill him, but just keep on tagging him so that
Maim
he can't
him.
do anything, and then CQC him.
Wow.
So you can use this technique to close in really quickly and do non-lethal techniques on a
Yeah,
guy
if you get
from far
spotted
away.
while standing.
Right.
And you're pretty far.
Yeah.
It's quite a difficult technique to pull.
It is a
but,
difficult technique,
You know,
but if
once
if
you master it, it will
yeah.
help you get that S rank.
And it's very useful if you don't have, like, say, if you're on hard difficulty, you don't have very many tranquilizer rounds. You can use this technique to really close in and knock guys out, even without tranquilizer rounds.
Maiming is not killing.
Oh. And
What's next?
300. Okay, I think Jackie's third.
Oh, he's
fourth.
looking at the records.
Which one are you, Jackie? Bebanachi?
It's about like, I think I'm number 5.
Number
Oh,
5.
go one suitable.
No? I think you will be 5.
Yeah, I will be 5.
That's not registered
Not
yet.
registered
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be number
So
5.
he'll be number 5.
All in respect to Square 27, Otamayan, PP 0, and Bebanachi.
3-1.
And also everyone playing in other consoles.
We will beat you sooner or later. Jackie's
now
gonna be hard at work.
The technique is out. I think a lot of people are going to be getting
Nice
close to
comment.
this record.
Edward Garrett, he went from stealth to going Madden on him.
It's a tackle, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Next.
okay, so that was reflex. Now, next we're gonna. So that's ways to use reflex, to get through the stage. Intentionally trigger it. Now we're also going to talk about the basic no-kill techniques, right?
Oh.
Now this is going to be an interesting video here because this is
This is
the art of killing without killing.
The art of
Just fooling the system.
Yeah. So
Just don't
game
try
designer
to-
Jordan may have a few things to say about this.
Okay.
No,
But it's a way to kill people without any accountability.
just remember,
Escape the
no-
law.
Yeah, it's not about law here. It's about getting that S
It's
rank.
about getting the S rank.
not
It's
try
about
this
getting
at
the S
home.
rank.
Please
Yes.
do not try this. You will be.
Or try this at home within the game.
Yes.
Yeah, but
In
you
the
will
game
be
only.
held fully responsible if you do any of this in real life. It's just a game, so that's why we reward you.
Let's have a look.
So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Enough talk. Let's see what does this mean. All right. So, no
Trolling.
kill.
Trolling like an expert.
はい、じゃあ見てやろうお願いします
No kill.
No kill.
Again, you're not supposed to kill
But we're
people,
gonna kill them.
but-
All right. So first of all, here we go. Basic technique. Knock the guy out. Okay.
okay, but
That
he will
works.
wake up.
That works. He'll
You know,
wake up though. Yeah.
What happens, man?
So what
I
do
mean,
we do?
I don't want him to wake up.
We don't want to kill him
I
though.
don't-
'cause
I don't
we're
want
gonna
to
kill.
waste my
Yeah.
tranquilizers.
Don't
He'll
shoot
eventually
him.
wake up. So what do you do?
What do we do? Well,
As
looky here.
Oh, I think I know where
There's
this
a-
is going.
Convenient
no,
cliff
no.
and-
Well, he totally woke up midair.
Like, no!
So he's out of the stage, no longer a threat, and it doesn't count as a kill.
Legally, Snake is guilty. Game-wise, he's not guilty. It was an accident.
It was an accident.
That's the way
Here
the
we
game
go.
works.
Guys. Oh! So,
You know,
here we go.
that's a unlucky
Barrel
accident.
spontaneously
actually,
exploding.
yeah.
You just
I did.
happened to shoot at a barrel and accidentally
So
killed
you
the two
weren't trying
guys.
to kill anyone. You just were shooting at a barrel innocently. Two guys happened to be there.
Again,
No kill.
This one
Right.
affects
Sorry,
your.
guys.
These are tips for your S rank. This one affects. And then again, driving
here
a
we
car. If you hit them with the car, you're responsible. But hey, what's a car? Hey, the truck.
Okay, so this guy, he had held the guy up first, right?
Yes.
So he was standing, he wouldn't move.
This is
move.
fair.
But you can use this technique for guys who do move as well. You know,
Again,
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
Well,
so-
they might
they
jump out of
might
it.
dodge,
Yeah.
but
But
you
the
know.
thing is, the key part about that is you have to jump off the card. If you are driving the card and
Yeah.
you hit someone, it will count as a kill and you will lose your S rank. But hey, it was just an accident. I mean, the car was driving on its own.
Yeah.
What can you say?
It was a crazy car.
It is. So it was the car. It was the car.
So
the
here are
car's
some
fault.
tips.
I'm getting out of this crazy car.
Oh my God, the car is possessed.
So for people who are having a hard time getting that S rank,
Hope
these
those
are some
tips help.
techniques that you may want to try. Not exactly totally legal in all territories, but you know, it gets you results.
Yeah.
Okay, so S rank for dummies. All right. So on that note, we're now going to talk about some level design and game design, and we
Whoa.
have Jordan Morrow here today to talk about some level design. Obviously, he's from France because he brought croissants
We brought
this
some-
morning.
Can I have one?
Are we allowed to eat them?
We're allowed. This is
Croissant?
our breakfast.
Croissant?
Just
I
for the record, in Japan it's noon. It's supposed to be lunchtime, but we are sacrificing a lunchtime.
Yeah, this
just
is
to-
lunchtime right now.
Yeah.
It is.
There's no
Everyone
one
is
out there,
gone and-
but we want to give the show to you. The reason we delayed 1 hour the show this time was Yoji Shinkawa-san had something to do, so we really wanted him to announce the winner. So that's why we delayed 1 hour, effectively crucifying ourselves for lunch.
Yes.
But
That is no banana flavored
Not banana.
croissant. This
Okay.
is regular.
Normal croissants.
Butter.
I think Ludo will be disappointed.
whoa.
Okay, so
Thank you, Jordan. It's good.
Thank you.
So Jordan, I'll take a croissant.
Yes.
So, what do you do at Kojima Productions
Besides stealing food.
besides stealing food from us? Although you did bring food here today, so that's
So
appreciated.
yeah,
All is
absolutely,
forgiven.
yeah. So I'm a level designer, which means that I kind of I see my job as pretty much supporting Hideo's vision and message and translating it into like a play experience.
Right.
So, as a level designer, you're always dealing with three pillars. So there's the narrative pillar, like what the story is about, what the themes are about, the aesthetics, how does the game look like, and and obviously the gameplay, the mechanics.
Right.
So always on those three pillars, and helping Hideo translating his vision into something that can be played and be enjoyable. Yeah.
Right. So just attaining a balance between these various
Yeah,
elements.
always. Yeah, like one change affects all the time all the other pillars. If you change some assets, that might have consequences on the story, and that will have consequences on the gameplay and the art also. So always dealing with those three things. Yeah.
Okay. So, and you are right now primarily level designer on Phantom Pain.
On
correct?
Phantom Pain,
Phantom
yeah.
Pain. So not Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
But that said, I think recently you did an interview with Eurogamer,
Yes.
I believe,
Yeah.
about game design, about some of the differences. I think. Well, it was with an indie developer, right?
Yeah.
Talking about stealth games. At that time, you also touched on some of the differences between the Western approach
Yeah,
to
yeah.
designing games and the Japanese
Yeah,
approach.
yeah.
In your opinion, what is the major difference?
So yeah, I did this interview with Mike Biffle, who's making a stealth game. He's an independent developer, and we talked about so many things. I mean, differences between Western games and Japanese games, so one of them was about the characterization and how is that different when you consider all the mechanics around the character and also the environment, how all of this is different. We can go into details. I think we should.
Yeah, sure.
So
Of course, I think there were also some misunderstandings as well, right?
yeah,
I know it was a very casual interview. I think
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
were
yeah.
in a bar or something like that,
Yeah, yeah,
just talking. There were some jokes said at that point in time.
so.
Some misinterpretations there, which I hope we can clarify a little bit
So
today.
yeah, so for people who have read the Eurogamer interview, there was one point which was
Very polemic. Very cool.
the cutscenes. Yes,
Yeah,
reducing the cutscenes. So, okay, so what we have to say about the cutscene is that the proportion, the proportion between gameplay and cutscene is more balanced this time, and also the length of some cutscenes has been adjusted. That's because the game has a structure. Because it's an open world game, we delegate a lot more to the player. So basically there's a lot more playtime
Right.
compared
And I
to.
think, But I think one concern that a lot of players had was that, okay, if you're going to reduce the cutscenes, does that affect the story? Is it
No,
not
no,
as
no,
much
okay.
story content? Is it not as epic as a Metal Gear game should be?
So the spectacle and the craftsmanship is still there. So we have to reassure you, for those of you who were worried, that the cutscenes are still kick-ass.
Yeah.
It will still be like really, really, really cool. Yeah.
And I think the point is that the cutscenes are still there. It's just they're scattered
Yeah.
more finely throughout the game. You know, so
It's like, yeah.
instead of playing through one huge segment of gameplay and then having one huge cutscene, you know, cutscenes are scattered here and there.
Yeah,
You get the story as you play, and it's more dynamic, right?
The pace is different also,
Yeah.
right? It's a big game. It's way more, you know, on your own. So obviously, the triggering of the cutscene is up to you, how you play the game, right?
Right,
So, yeah.
right. Yeah, so I think people may have gotten a taste of this with Ground Zeroes a little
Yeah.
bit. You know, that style of
Yeah,
gameplay,
yeah,
much more
yeah.
open.
Yeah.
So cutscenes, related to the cutscenes, I think as well. People, this was actually in response to Ground Zeroes, and you know, Kenny Maizumi,
Yep.
our producer,
Maizumi-san.
fished for comments on Twitter. We had a lot of good feedback come back from Ground Zeroes, so we thank everybody for sending that in.
Thank you.
One of the concerns people had was about why Snake doesn't talk as much. And I think you actually this came up during your interview as well, right?
So again, during that Eurogamer interview, we read all the comments, and one of them was that Snake doesn't speak as much. And in order to explain this, I have to be. This is going to take a little while, but because
take 10
you know, obviously there are many elements connected to Snake, and we have to connect the dots so that everyone understands what that means. So. About Snake doesn't speak as much. You know, we know Metal Gear is an open world game, right? We've said this like a lot of time. Open world game means that the scope of the play space is greater than it's ever been, right? Inside this bigger play space, we have systems that work together, right? And those systems can be disturbed by the player, right? Bigger space, a lot of system, which means that as those systems interact with each other and they are disturbed by the player, the possibility space of stuff that can happen is also going up, right? So the possibility space in this Metal Gear game is greater than, you know, linear and scripted games. That makes sense, right? And so in TPP, and that will be the point, right? In TPP, the means of player agency are greater because the space is bigger and there are also a lot more systems. So the stuff that you can do in the game, the agency that the player has, is also greater. So if the agency is bigger, it's difficult to impose on millions of different players a strong opinionated character that thinks X when players thinks Y or Z, right?
Yeah.
And because every player has his own play style, and every player has his own perception on the story and the themes and what's going on, and so we're trying to address that paradox, you know, the player character paradox. Yeah.
Right.
Also, one thing I'd like to add to that, I've been, obviously I've been in several of Hideo's interviews. One thing that I think he mentions constantly, and this was a decision, this is something that is more technology related. You know, in past games for Metal Gear, we only had the option to, you know, Snake didn't have all the facial treats. We couldn't add that much detail technology-wise to say he was to express he was feeling hot, for example, to make him blur a little. So you have to say, "Oh God, I'm feeling really hot." Well, right now we have the technology, we have the means to do that without words. I mean, you don't say I feel hot all the time. Sometimes you just look at someone and can tell. And hot and cold is not an issue, but when you feel hate, you don't always feel the strongest hate, for example, or happiness or joy doesn't come when you say it, but you actually can see someone's facial expressions. Right nowadays, we have the technology to do that. I think that was part of the reason we actually chose to work with Kiefer, because we want to capture all these facial traits from him. So that's also a decision that comes from the way the technology has evolved.
And I think one point as well is that, you know, I think there was a joke going around that, why doesn't Snake speak as much? Because Kiefer would have to pay Kiefer more. That's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
No, I mean,
There should have been an LOL after that.
Real reason
But
is,
the point is, this was decided way before we ever cast Kiefer, back in the concept stage. And I think
Exactly.
even before we revealed Ground Zeroes and Metal Gear Solid 5, I think Hideo did an interview or a presentation, I think it was GDC or someplace a long time ago. And he mentioned that, you know, how looking at the progression of Metal Gear games, how in the beginning Snake talked a lot because they had to rely on him to speak everything, and then gradually, you know, it gets less and less. Yeah. Well, in the beginning he didn't talk at all because in the original Metal Gear he couldn't do it technology. technology-wise. But he was saying now that we've gotten to the point where we can express so much without speaking, maybe he'll revert back and not have the character talk anymore. And that was before we even announced Metal Gear Solid 5 or decided on any casting at all. So, it's a conscious decision.
So I think people need to understand that the dynamics, the rules of the new Metal Gear games will provoke a greater range and variety of emotions, and aesthetics for the players. So than in the past, right? So we can't impose somebody on millions of people, right?
That said, Snake still is Snake. He does have his personality. He's still there, but it's just we're trying to make it easier for people to relate to him and
reduce the friction,
feel themselves, feel what it's like to experience life as Snake.
Imprint like your how do you say yourself onto
Your
the character.
hybrid Snake.
Yes. All right. So Snake doesn't talk enough. That's the reason why.
I hope it was
now
We don't want.
on
He's
the,
not supposed to.
on the flip side, Miller talks way too much, and this is an issue. We got a lot of comments on this, and I think generally speaking, Miller is a great source of information. Because honestly, there's a lot of things that you wouldn't know unless Miller was there, right?
Yeah.
He explains a lot of background information. He comes out with you all these cool tips and whatnot. But I think for people who are maybe playing through a mission for the second time, they're like, I don't want to hear you anymore, Miller. I know this. Stop talking to me. So
this is an infiltration mission.
Right. This is an infiltration mission. I know. Really? So Miller, and this is a running gag because actually and I'm sure we'll hear more about this in the next episode when we talk with Robin Atkin Downs. That Miller just talks a lot.
Yeah.
And we're always joking during voiceover, like, shut up, Miller. And we do that during the voiceover recording, but. He has to be there, but we're going to work on ways to address this in TPP a little bit.
Yes. So we'll try to, he will be there, he will talk, but you have an iDroid, right?
Right.
So,
What? iDroid?
An iDroid.
Yes.
Not yet.
Later.
Later.
Yes. Okay, so.
Didn't see that.
You didn't get time for
So yes, so there will be things that you can do in TPP to help address the Miller issue. So don't worry about that. Thank you for the feedback.
Thank you for the feedback.
What else do we have?
A lot of people are saying that you look like Otakon, Jordan.
I look like
some people
Otakon.
did.
Yeah, we had that on YouTube.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a
Get you
comment.
some glasses.
But I don't
Also,
have glasses.
I think someone and
Miller talking too much about them fiddles. Okay, so next
Damn it.
we
had
have
another
the...
one. Yes.
Yes.
Actually, this was the most common comment or feedback request. This was the inability to do this, to knock while in cover.
So what do we have to say about that?
What do we have to say about that? There will be something.
There will be something.
There will be something
There will be something.
in the Phantom Pain.
We've heard you, and there will be something, something cool.
Something cool that you can do to distract or lure guards to your position.
Yeah.
It does the same function as a knock. What it is, we'll reveal in the future.
Yeah.
All right, another one, and I think this is another fan favorite, is no cardboard box.
Oh, the
No
cardboard box.
cardboard box. Now,
there we go, the cardboard box right there on Snake.
Cardboard
yes,
box.
yes,
No cardboard
no
box.
cardboard
Yeah, I
box.
think that's a
Hako.
Yes, and in Ground Zeroes,
How does he fit in?
you can't see me. So yes, no cardboard box in Ground Zeroes, but if there's
We can make an announcement.
yes, we can make an
Today.
announcement that cardboard boxes will be back.
The cardboard box is back.
Oh my
Will
god!
be back.
Oh my god.
The box is back.
Box is back.
The box is back.
All right,
There
so
you
look
go.
forward to that. Okay, so next comment, and I think this is kind of common sense. People were saying there's no, boss fight, traditional boss fight, I guess, in
Yeah,
Ground
well,
Zeroes. It's a prologue, it's to lead in. It's
Take
like,
it easy, you
yeah,
know?
it's the
Step by step, get used to
yeah.
that. And one thing, I mean, TPP won't be all boss fights, but
There will be a lot, right?
there will be.
There will be boss fights.
Obviously, there will be boss fights.
But
and
also
very
keep in mind,
many
there is a reason we wanted you to get used to no boss fights, because there are a lot of boss fights, but there's things that you can do without boss fights.
Yeah.
It's just building up.
Yeah,
but
like the
obviously,
story ramps up, and it's gonna be interesting, and they will be there. So boss fights are.
aside from boss fights as well, there will be a lot more variety in the enemies as well in TPP.
Yeah.
More variety in the characters, locales. And I think Hideo has said this before,
Yeah.
that it's about 200 times as
200
large
times.
as Ground Zeroes. So You can expect a lot of variety in the locales, the environments, the characters, and of course that includes boss fights.
So keep sending feedback,
Keep
everyone,
sending the
please.
feedback in.
Yeah.
We'll try to address it here, and we're not going to talk too much about Phantom Pain today because still a ways off. But we will have Jordan back again in the future to discuss more game design talk as we move forward. But today we're almost out of time. We're actually running late, so we're just going to address a few quick comments. People have been sending other comments to us in our mailbox, so we're going to address a few of these before we close out. I think Ludo, there are a few questions for you.
Yeah, it's not on here, but I think sometime last week or the week before, one person or a couple of people have been asking about the themes in Ground Zeroes. What's the main theme of Ground Zeroes? And it's in the game. It's kind of not as obvious as it's been in other Metal Gears, but like I explained in the first Ludo corner thing, the ba 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 is one of the themes. It's a mode. There we go. Yeah,
That's the one.
that's the one. And we have actually the song playing in the background right now has the other small theme that's mostly heard during the rescue sequence of the pause mission. So those are the themes, and they're in the game. We're doing a kind of a different approach on Ground Zeroes and maybe TPP as well. I don't know. We'll see. But I hope that's an answer to your question. These aren't the papers with the questions.
You had it here. I don't know what happened to it, but that's the question.
what
am I looking at? We got some other general comments. Rolando Ortiz, Art says, love the show. More bananas, more Max Preston.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what we can do about that. Laugh track. Also, we had, again, comments about Miller. We're working on it. So a lot of good feedback, I think. More Ludo rock solos, please. So Ludo, more Ludo rock solos. Maybe you'll lead us out here.
This is not the rock guitar, though.
So thank you everybody for writing in. We will be addressing more comments. So if you have any questions or comments, please send them in. We have a mailbox, so if you go to our official page, check out the mailbox there, and we'll try to address as many as we can on the air.
Yep.
And of course, we're looking at all of your comments live here,
Twitch,
and we'll try to
YouTube.
address what we can.
Hashtag on Twitter. So going to the comments, I think for last section, a lot of people have been
So
asking to
So here,
look at this case.
people have been asking about this awesome case here.
Whoa.
And this here is the iDroid iPhone 5 case that we are developing. And yes, it will be available worldwide, not just Japan. We're looking at around October for release. So what you're looking at here is a prototype. Okay, so we obviously have the Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes app loaded here.
Fits
And
in
you
my
can see
pocket
the
just
surprise
perfectly.
hidden camera. So
It won't fit in your pocket as it is right now.
And the thing is, this is to scale, by the way, too. So this is, legit. This is what the iDroid looks like. This is Snake's iDroid right here, to scale. And another cool feature, so, obviously, you got the switch here, which you can use to turn the light on and off. No sound effect, by the way. That was we're adding that in. Unfortunately.
That's all you
But we also have this cool thing here, which is the antenna. Actually comes off. What does this do? Well, it's a stylus.
What it should do.
Yes.
You
We'll
can
do
use
in
this
the
to draw
future.
on the screen here. So it's not just for decoration. It does have some function. You also have a bunch of switches up on the top. You have the on and off. You have ring and silent. You can. I think it might be. It's a little blurry, but there's switches here. You can adjust the volume on the side.
Oh, it's not blurry anymore. There we go.
Okay.
Right. So the company working in Japan right now, if anyone watching this happens to be in Japan, is Sentinel. Well, in Japanese pronunciation, Sentinel, and there's some kanjis associated to it. Just make sure that, if you want to Google it, make sure that the website is Japanese, and I believe Japanese was SEN.
Spelling?
Yeah, spelling. Well, anyway, just
Yeah.
check Sentinel, Japanese company. They're working.
Bring one of those.
One other cool thing that I like about this is that this actually moves. It's really cool.
Oh,
it's
sweet.
like the swiveling.
Also,
Bring one of those
Eye of
babies to the
Doom.
bar and you'll
Yeah.
pick up any chick.
Yeah.
So we have questions. Can you call helicopters? with
Of
it? Can you
course.
call a chopper?
Yeah.
why
well,
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why
if
wouldn't
you have the app. It's in combination with the app, which is free. We'll
Free?
allow you to call
Which one is free?
helicopters in
This one is free.
All right, so you can call a Morpho here. So yeah, it's a little big to fit in your pocket, but the point is not to, it's not to be portable, it's to show off, and it's very cool. So check that out. We don't have a price yet for outside of Japan. I think in Japan it's going to be about 7,000 yen, which
Roughly 75.
yeah, maybe
So it's
70 to 80 euro, somewhere around there.
Euros,
About 70,
look it up.
$75.
Affordable.
But that's not the final price yet outside of Japan, so we will be announcing more details on this as it becomes available.
Also, this is kind of
sometime
beating
in
a dead
October.
horse, but I saw on Twitch a lot of people were asking to see the Puma jacket. This is the one that 2 people won today.
Congratulations.
Puma jacket, Metal Gear Solid Ground
That was
Zero.
the price.
It's really warm
price.
if you live in a cold area, and if not, well, brag about it.
If not, you
We
can
have
just
another,
wait till
we have another
winter
question
again.
actually. Will it be available for anything other than iPhone? Currently, no. Unfortunately, it's just iPhone and also only iPhone 5. So, and I think also
And 5S, right?
And 5S, yeah. Not 5C, sorry. But yeah, so if you have a 5, go ahead and buy this. It's very cool. Unfortunately, because of the size constraints, we had to limit it to a certain model. All right.
So,
Okay, so also while we're talking about these things, we have an announcement here from our European branch. Actually, they asked us to show this, and this is from Level Up Wear. Now, Ken's been wearing this shirt here, this very cool T-shirt.
Thanks for the guys at Level Up Wear.
Shinkawa-san's art. And this is from Level Up Wear, which is a clothing brand
Thank you, guys.
in Europe.
You rock.
Yep, who gave us these shirts. And one cool thing that they're doing is they're coming up with a line for female fans as well. So for all the girl gamers out there, we have these cool tank tops.
Or the
I want
girlfriends
one of
the
those.
Or girlfriends, if you want to buy this for,
Now,
female friends.
I have to apologize for this. Sean promised yesterday that he would get models,
would try
and
to
then he
get a
was just like, "Oh, I didn't get him. Sorry."
Did not get a model. Jordan is the model. Here you go.
No,
Okay,
no.
that's
Nice.
wrong. No, let's not do
Nice.
that.
If anyone watching this is living in
yeah.
Japan and you're a girl and want to model this for this show, please get in contact with us. The mailbox, whatever.
So we have some cool stuff coming your way, and maybe for the next episode we'll try to get some models for these. And I think they're available for pre-order this weekend. So check up levelupwear.com and you can pre-order it there. So check it out. All right, it's not for free, not for you.
That's not the
No,
first.
that's not free. But, all right, so we have that and a couple announcements. So we're going to have the next show actually in 2 weeks. So we're going to adjust the schedule here a little bit. 2 weeks, not next week, 2 weeks. We've been doing a show every week now after Ground Zero's launch, kind of in celebratory mode.
Yep.
But we're going to scale that back a little bit because, believe it or not, we do have to get back to working on TPP.
TPP.
TPP is coming up. We have to get working on that. So we're going to scale back. The next show will be on the 25th of April. Check back there, and we'll have some cool content. We'll maybe have a model for these shirts. We'll also have the interviews with some of the voice actors. I think we will probably have Robin Atkin Downs on the next episode.
Yeah,
Chris just flew out to Santa Monica yesterday, so they're recording, and we'll get an interview with Robin Atkin Downs, aka Miller, Kazuhiro Miller. And if you want to ask questions, send them in. Send it into our comment box. Send it into Facebook, Twitter, and we'll try to get your questions to Robin so that you can ask them. And you can see on the bottom of your screen here, this is where you should send your comments. www.konami.jp, Kojima Pro, station/EN. Send it there, and we'll try to get these questions asked to Robin. If you just want to tell him shut up, that's fine too. All right.
Regardless, we're checking comments on YouTube. Twitch, I don't know if the chat stays in memory. I don't know about that. Hashtag, whatever. We try to keep track of your feedback. Whenever we get bored with our actual jobs, we try to check their feedback.
Yeah, okay, so I think we're out of time for today.
Okay.
So, Ludo, are you going to meet the requests for an awesome rock solo that we do?
Oh, by the way, we also are running out of ideas for the intro. If you guys have any style of music, you know, we cannot use copyrighted songs, but
No.
for the Kojima Station's awesome intro.
All right.
That's a song from
That's
my
it.
like high school days band.
Sounds good. All right, so
Alright.
thank you everybody for watching,
Thanks,
and we'll see
everyone.
you in 2 weeks
2
on
weeks.
the 25th.
Gracias a todos.
2 weeks.
Bye-bye.
Wait, I can't with the
Thanks for
pic.
watching.
There you go.
See you in 2 weeks. Oh,